Welcome to the podcast today, book nerds. Today I'm joined by Victoria Justice and Adam Demos. They're going to be talking to us about their upcoming Netflix movie, A Perfect Pairing. To land a major client, a hard-driving LA wine company exec, Victoria Justice, travels to an Australian sheep station where she ends up working as a ranch hand and sparking with a rugged local, Adam Demos. And without further ado, let's get into the interview and get some more info about it from them.
Hi, I'm Victoria Justice, and I play Lola in A Perfect Pairing.
Hello, I'm Adam Demos, and I play Max in A Perfect Pairing.
So nice to meet you guys today, and I'm super thankful that you guys decided to agree to do the interview with us. It's really exciting to meet you both.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Thanks. And so just to kind of get us started for the interview today, if you guys whoever wants to start first, give us maybe a little synopsis about the film and maybe talk a little bit about each of your characters.
Oh, you're so good at that.
I'm good. So it involves a wine executive, Lola. I've had this plan for weeks now. No, and who heads to Australia to try to secure a big wine distributor. Is that? Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah. Yes. Yeah, and to prove her worth, she ends up working on a ranch, and she meets a local who works on the ranch there, and who's a little mysterious. And then from that point on, it's just a whole lot of cuteness and wine and sunsets and animals and good times.
Can't go wrong with that. What a background story, right?
You crushed it.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks so much for that, Adam.
Good.
And then did you guys want to maybe introduce kind of like the background story for your character a little bit, or talk a little bit more about the character itself?
Yeah, so my character Lola, as he mentioned, is a wine distributor. And at the beginning of the film, she has a very contentious relationship with her boss. He's kind of a jerk, and she wants to strike out on her own and do her own thing. And one thing I really admire about Lola is that she is a boss lady. She is fierce. She is driven and determined, and she is willing to do whatever it takes to make her dreams come true. And I really admire her moxie and her confidence a lot.
Love that.
Yeah.
We always love a strong female character.
Oh, we do.
And what about you, Adam? Did you want to maybe elaborate a little bit more on your background?
Max is he runs the ranch in Australia that Lola goes to work at. He's in charge of everyone, and he actually shows her the ropes, and is a bit reluctant at first because he's got a deadline, and she seems to get in the way a little. And as time goes on, and her initiative and her drive, and they form a connection, and she brings out a lot of his sensitive side, and breaks down those walls that he had up previously. So yeah, it's she's a huge part of his evolution, and then he falls a little hard.
Nice. And I love seeing you guys work together. You had such good chemistry on the film. Is it your first time working on in a film together, or is this the first time you guys
work? First time indeed.
This is it.
That's
Let's
awesome.
Let's get a sequel.
Yeah.
Let's do it. You guys did so great together. I loved watching the movie and kind of seeing how the relationship started to build. It's like kind of like that awkward rom-com phase going into more of like the romantic comedy, and I love it. And you guys did a really good job together, I think. Did you guys each have any challenges kind of starting with the film or getting into the story when you first started?
Any challenges with the film when we first started?
I mean, for me, no. It's like the script was so great, and then Stuart, our director, was so collaborative and awesome. We actually did a bunch of rehearsals before, and so it felt very
that was really helpful.
Yeah, it felt very comfortable when we're on set, and we knew it back to front. So there weren't really any challenges, but I think that that comes with the preparation and all the stuff that we did before.
That's very true. I would agree wholeheartedly with that.
Nice, very cool. Love that. And then did you guys for the filming and like the location and everything, you guys actually filmed it in Australia, is that true?
Yeah, it was all in Australia, in Queensland.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
What was that like for you guys? Did you feel like right at home, or was it like a little bit like crazy or chaotic, or how did you guys feel about it?
Well, I mean, making a movie during a pandemic is always interesting. We had to quarantine for 2 weeks in Sydney. But other than that, I mean, I absolutely loved it. I loved being on the Gold Coast. I loved just Australia is such a beautiful place with such beautiful people, and the energy is so good. And there's just not a lot to not love about it. I don't know if that made sense fully, but it's true. Like it's such an amazing place, and I highly recommend anyone visiting, because it's really breathtakingly beautiful and incredible.
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely felt at home for me because I was surrounded by Aussies, but I'd never been to the area that we filmed, and so I got to see so many parts of my own country that I hadn't seen before, and whilst working, so it was incredible. And then so we were staying at the beach, like where we're all staying, and then we'd travel an hour and a half inland and shoot on farms and ranches, and we didn't have a studio or all locations, so yeah, it was pretty awesome.
And there were just like wild animals that would be
just rolling around,
roaming around.
Cows mooing in between takes and ruining the take. But it's like,
it was
of all the things you won't get upset about, it's like a take getting cut halfway through, because like just nature, you're just outside. So it was really awesome.
I love that. That's really cool. It makes it more authentic and everything too for you guys, I bet.
Yeah, it does add to the whole feeling of the movie, you know.
Definitely. Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to me today. I do apologize. We had some technical difficulties in the beginning. That's all for the interview today, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to all of our listeners, and a huge thank you to Victoria and Adam for taking the time to let us interview them today. For the movie, it's going to be coming out May 19th, so make sure you go check it out on netflix.com, A Perfect Pairing.